Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another session with me. Right, today we'll be doing regarding a worksheet regarding verbs and adverbs and little bit of articles. Okay, and with that, we'll have some conversations today. Simple conversations, what we had been doing from the last class. Right. So let me just stop the share so that you can see me properly, and then again I'll share it back. Right. So we are continuing all the different parts of speech as worksheets. We are doing some work regarding them. They are either in the form of fill in the blanks or some questions, some sentences, okay, where you need to identify the verbs, the different words are there, right? So इससे क्या होता है कि आप लोग sentence समझेंगे, sentence के साथ समझने के साथ आप different words भी सीखेंगे, right? Simple things, not that difficult. Now you might see some difficult words also. उसके बारे में भी हम लोग वर्ड मीनिंग्स के साथ हम लोग different word meanings बना रहे हैं, and we are trying to make different sentences with that, right? Last class maybe I gave you a small homework where you had to find out the word meanings of few words. Right, simple words there are one or two words which are difficult. I want you to just know the meaning. If you can also know whether it's an आप वो कौन से part है वो भी आप जान करके बता सकता है. It's a noun, it's a verb, it's an adjective, it's an adverb, anything it can be. ठीक है, कोई भी शब्द ऐसे हो सकता है. जैसे I've told you how to find words in the dictionary, कैसे आराम से आप देख सकते हैं. You can just use internet, you write the word there and you get different word meanings. बहुत important होता है हम लोग वो synonyms and antonyms भी जाने, उसका पर्यायवाची और जो opposite words होते हैं वो भी बहुत जानना ज़रूरी हो जाता है. By vocabulary, it increases your vocabulary. आप लोग फिर समझ पाते हैं ओके इसका नेगेटिव सेंटेंस हम कैसे कहेंगे, इसका पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस ऐसे होता है. सो दैट इज़ वाई यू नीड टू नो दोस वर्ड्स ऑल्सो. Right, so yeah, that is how I know that right now everybody is having their exams, right? आप लोगों का exams होगा, but you can just practice all these things using just, it will not take much time. It will just take 15 to 20 minutes for practicing all of these things. Okay, you can just look at those sentences, look at those words, look at the meanings there. It will not take much time, right? So मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव फॉर दिस इज यू टू अंडरस्टैंड. जो मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव यहाँ पे है आप लोगों को सेंटेंस समझना, राइट? सेंटेंस समझ करके यू नीड टू अप्लाई दैट इन योर डेली लाइफ. यू नो हम लोग कन्वर्जेशंस कर रहे हैं, हम लोग रोज बात करते हैं. whenever we get time I ask you different questions and I give my answers. आप लोग वहाँ देख करके you can take those questions and frame your own answers also, right? This is how we have been trying to learn. याद रखिएगा, the main part over here is to communicate with the other person. ठीक है, वो याद रखिएगा always. Rest of the things are fine, right? Whether it is wrong or right, we can check that later, but आवाज आने से everything will become all right. Okay, fine. So this is what we discussed. That is मैंने एक छोटा सा पिप टॉक दे दिया आपको. what you have to do always. I know, I understand आप लोगों के पास काम होगा. You might be doing some work from your school or you're preparing for your end exams, right? But try to get little time for this. थोड़ा सा टाइम यहाँ पे निकालने का ट्राई करिएगा and it will be very simple and easy, right? Enough of me blubbering a lot, right? हम लोग ट्राई करेंगे टू कंप्लीट दोज थिंग्स व्हाट आर देयर टू इन टुडेज वर्क, राइट? आप लोग ने समझ गए होंगे टुडे what we will be discussing, right? So I hope you are good and fine, healthy and happy, right? Today we will be discussing regarding verbs, adverbs and some articles. Verbs आप जानते हैं, it's a very big and a large topic. बहुत बड़ा topic होता है. There are many words you can, each and every action there are there, right? उसके different verb forms होते हैं. There are many verbs what are there, and you also know that verbs are the heart of every sentence, right? हर एक sentence में जो action हो जाता है, जो heart होता है, जो पता चल रहा है वहाँ पे, वो verb बताता है. Adverb तो it's an important part, but there should be a verb. जो verb होना है, या फिर there should be an adjective or another adjective को define करने के लिए हम लोग adverbs use करते हैं, right? To get a better understanding there. Articles, yes, articles आप जानते हैं. There are 3 types of articles, right? A, an and the. ठीक है, and each article is important in their own way, right? One is a definite article, दूसरा indefinite हो जाता है, right? उसमें हमने rules के बारे में देखा था. You can just look back once if you have forgot. ओके एक बार आप लोग पिछला वीडियो भी देख सकते हैं, इट इज़ इन द प्रीवियस क्लास वेयर वी हैड डिस्कस ड्यूरिंग पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच रिगार्डिंग आर्टिकल्स ऑल्सो। मैंने वहाँ पे आपको बताया था कि आर्टिकल्स में कहाँ कहाँ आर्टिकल यूज़ करते हैं और कहाँ कहाँ आर्टिकल्स नहीं यूज़ करते हैं। ओके सो दैट ऑल्सो व्हाट वी हैव डन, right? So these are all the things what we have completed. We'll keep doing the worksheets because these are important again, right? चलिए, it is the 33rd lecture, 33rd session what we are doing, right? I hope you are able to do all these things together with us. Okay, great. Let us move on then here. Okay, now these were the word meanings. These were the different word meanings what I had given you in the last homework, right? Argument, sequel, rectify, and ambition. Simple words, huh? There, I think you might find rectify and ambition little difficult, but बहुत आसान words है. Just you need to just identify them. Okay, so should I show you the word meanings now? Great. Okay, so look here. Argument क्या होता है? एक झगड़ा जो हो जाता है, a heated conversation with one other person, right? An exchange of diverging or opposite views. Okay, typically a heated one and or an angry one. ठीक है, जो गुस्से से अगर आप किसी से बात कर लेते हैं, आप लोगों का अगर व्यूज अलग रहता है, ठीक है, पॉजिटिव व्यू, नेगेटिव व्यू जो हम लोग कहते हैं, या फिर आइडियाज अलग होते हैं, दैट इज जनरली कॉल्ड एन आर्ग्यूमेंट, राइट? वो हो जाता है आर्ग्यूमेंट। ओके सो क्या हम एक सेंटेंस बना सकते हैं? कैन वी मेक अ सेंटेंस विद आर्ग्यूमेंट? यस वी कैन। आई हैड एन आर्ग्यूमेंट विद माई मदर, सबसे सिंपल थिंग। ओके, आई हैड एन आर्ग्यूमेंट विद माई टीचर, राइट? एनीथिंग इट कैन बी अ हीटेड कन्वर्सेशन विद अनदर पर्सन, राइट? सो आप ऐसे बता सकते हैं, आई हैड ओके एन आर्ग्यूमेंट विथ माई फ्रेंड, ठीक है, मेरे दोस्त के साथ मैं झगड़ा कर लिया था। आई हैड एन आर्ग्यूमेंट विद देम, नॉट एग्जैक्टली फाइटिंग काइंड ऑफ एन फाइट, ठीक है, फाइटिंग झगड़ा जो होता है वो एक्चुअली फाइट हो जाता है, आर्ग्यूमेंट बोलचाल वाला जो झगड़ा होता है, दैट इज ओके। आई हैड एन आर्ग्यूमेंट विद माय फ्रेंड, दैट इज हाउ यू कैन टेल, ठीक है। नाउ नेक्स्ट वन, सीक्वल। आई होप यू हैव डन दैट। आप लोग सीक्वल के साथ भी यू हैव मेड द वर्ड मीनिंग। सीक्वल क्या होता है? समथिंग दैट टेक्स प्लेस आफ्टर ऑफ और अ रिजल्ट ऑफ एन or a result of an earlier event, something that takes place after or an result of an earlier event, उसके बाद जो हो रहा है। इसका sequel का opposite क्या होता है? I think you know, right? Prequel, right? Prequel, sequel and prequel, ठीक है। sequel बाद में जो हो रहा है, prequel उसके पहले आ रहा है, right? जैसे आप लोग देखे होंगे, you might have seen regarding the movies, right? There are many sequels of different movies. तो उसके prequels भी आता है, what happened before that story, right? So that is how you can frame a sentence there. Okay, like for example, you can, your favorite movie, you can put any favorite movie uska prequel, what are the sequel, right? Like for example, Salman Khan's film, okay, Tiger, the sequel of Tiger 2 is Tiger 3. Okay, you can tell that way. Prequel जो हो जाता है उसके पहला, उसके आगे वाला, पिछला, not the पिछला, the previous event, पहला वाला जो event होता है वो prequel हो जाता है, right? You can frame something like that. Okay, ठीक है, ट्राई करिएगा टू फ्रेम सेंटेंसेस दिस वे, दिस विल इम्प्रूव योर वोकैबुलरी दिस वे। ओके, नाउ रेक्टिफाई इज अनदर वर्ड, जो कोई भी चीज सही करना, पुट इट राइट और करेक्ट। ओके, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, द टीचर सेज, टीचर सेड टू द स्टूडेंट्स टू रेक्टिफाई देयर मिस्टेक्स, ठीक है, टीचर ने कहा अपने बच्चों को कि अपने मिस्टेक्स को सुधारें, रेक्टिफाई, करेक्ट करना, राइट? सो यू कैन जस्ट फ्रेम इट दैट वे, द टीचर told the students to rectify their mistakes. Okay, rectify their mistakes. Okay, अपने गलतियां सुधारें, right? Correct their mistakes. What you can tell. ऐसे आप कह सकते हैं। Ambition. Okay, I hope आप लोग को समझ में आया rectify. Okay, great. Ambition, ठीक है, strong desire to do or achieve something. Okay, ambition, dream, जो करने का मन करता है, आगे बहुत strong desire होता है, करने का मन जो होता है, जो आप अचीव करना चाहते हैं, आप पाना चाहते हैं, that is known as ambition. अब किसी का भी योर एम्बिशन, माई एम्बिशन वॉज टू बी एन आर्किटेक्ट बट आई बिकेम अ टीचर. आपका भी, यू माइट हैव सम अदर एम्बिशन दैट वे. आप लोगों का भी कोई एक एम्बिशन होगा व्हाट यू हैव फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड दैट, राइट, लाइक दैट. सो यू कैन टेल, आप लोग किसी का भी नाम लेकर के यू कैन फ्रेम अ सेंटेंस लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल शीतल, okay, has an ambition to become a pilot. ठीक है, उनका ड्रीम है, उनका उनका डिजायर है, उनको ये बनना है, राइट, दैट यू कैन टेल विद ambition. Okay, I hope आप लोग को मीनिंग समझ में आया with all these words. These are very simple, but sometimes we don't generally use them. हम लोग हमेशा इन्हें नहीं बात करते हैं. We use them. It's not like we don't use them, but एक सेंटेंस इफ यू कैन मेक यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड, और आप उससे एक सेंटेंस बना सकते हैं दैट वे. सिंपल सेंटेंसेस दे आर, राइट. सो प्रीक्वल सीक्वल तो आप जानते होंगे. आई थिंक यू माइट नो फ्रॉम द मूवीज एंड ऑल द अदर things what come on the TV में जो आते हैं उनसे आप prequel sequel you can tell about the cartoons also there. आप okay prequel cartoons what you have, right, like for example I think I am not that familiar with cartoons right now. When I was a child there was Pokemon, what I remember there were prequels and sequels for that. उसके भी different movies आते थे, right. So that you can tell with yeah, yes, okay, prequels and sequels आते हैं ऐसे, right. So this is how. Okay, so these are the some word meanings, and you can just write it down. You can pause the video and note it down in your book. You can frame sentences. आप इससे frame कर सकते हैं sentence. If you have anything children here, anything if you do not understand, आप लोग please you can share your views in the comment section. आप अपने views यहाँ पे comment section में बता सकते हैं. We will be happy to help. If you do not understand anything, please let us know. Okay, yes, let us move forward then. Yeah, again I'll have a normal conversation with you always like this. ठीक है, there will be general questions what we ask. ठीक है, general questions जो होते हैं आप लोगों को पूछा जाएगा. You will have to give an answer with that. Please do remember it's a WH question or an yes no question. वो हमेशा याद रखिएगा. Try to keep that in mind and it will be fine that way. Right, now the first question here, what is your favorite color? आपका favorite color क्या है? Right, it can be any color that you want. You can frame it with that statement that, okay, my favorite color, like for example me, my favorite color is purple. I really like purple, right. I'll write the answer in purple. आप लोग बता सकते हैं. You can tell any color what you like. Okay, so my favorite color, you are my bad here. Okay, there should be a, okay, yeah, color is purple. Okay, purple is my favorite. आप लोगों का blue हो सकता है. It can be green, it can be orange, it can be yellow, any color you can tell. ठीक है, तो याद रखिएगा sentence there. अपने बारे में आप कह रहे हैं. It is your own desire. आपका जो भी मन करता है to tell a color, you can tell that. Okay, now the next one. Do you have a bicycle? क्या आपके पास एक bicycle है? Yes or no question it is. You can give any answer there. No, I do not have a bicycle, but I have a bike, or else I have a scooty. But I don't think you are old enough to have have an two-wheeler with an engine. Okay, you might have a bicycle, right? So yes, I have a bicycle. You can give an answer like that. Okay, so yes or no, whatever it can be. Yes, I have a bicycle. ठीक है, like this you can frame. Do you play any sport? क्या आप कोई sport खेलते हैं क्या? Do you play any sport? Yes. If you play any sports, आप बता सकते हैं. You can put any sport over that. You can like आप लोग कोई भी खेल, like it can be a simple play like running around. Okay, that also can be. That is not a sport actually, but you can tell about anything there. Okay, I do not play any sports, but I run around a lot. ऐसे आप कह सकते हैं. मैं कोई sport नहीं खेलता हूँ, लेकिन मैं बहुत भागता हूँ. Right, that you can tell. Okay, or else we do not me and my friends do not know. Me and my friends, we do not play any sports, but we play different other games like hide and seek, like running around, catch or lock and key, or anything there. Okay, you can play, you can tell anything over that, right. So अगर आप खेलते हैं तो yes, we play different sports. I play cricket, badminton or any other sport. If no, you can tell about any game also you can be. ठीक है, ऐसे कन्वर्सेशंस आप लोग पूछ सकते हैं, राइट? ग्रेट, चलिए, आई एम नॉट राइटिंग एनी आंसर हियर, मैं कोई आंसर यहाँ नहीं लिख रहा हूँ, राइट? बट यू हैव टू फ्रेम योर ओन आंसर. यू कैन टेल, यू कैन रीड द सेंटेंस और अपने आप से आप बोल सकते हैं. यू कैन टेल सम सेंटेंस देयर. When do you have your dinner? कब आप डिनर करते हैं? When do you have your dinner? Right? Now, this is when. Now here it is about time, right? You can tell a sentence there, right? So, I'll tell about mine. You can write yours, right? I do have my dinner. I have my dinner, right? I do, why do I need to write do? I have my dinner at 9:30, okay, p.m. 9:30 p.m. ऐसे आप कह सकते हैं. You might have dinner a little early. You might have your dinner at 9 a.m. Now, इसे भी आपको you can change that in writing about telling a time. Telling a time के साथ आप लोग बता सकते हैं. I have written just a digital clock time, right? आप लोग इसे ये कह सकते हैं. How do we write for 9:30? Yes, if you remember, हमने last class में discuss भी किया था about telling time, right? 9:30, right? Past 9, ऐसे आप लोग कह सकते हैं. This is also another way what you can tell. You can change your time up 9:15, quarter to 9, quarter past 9, anything whatever you have, 9:45 or 9:15, any time when you have your dinner आप वो बता सकते हैं, right? You can use both of these times. आप ऐसे you can tell the digital time also, but it is good for a conversation to have the normal way of saying time. ठीक है, normal way of saying time can also be used. Okay, now the next one, what is your favorite meal? What आपको क्या खाना पसंद है? What do you like to, what is your favorite meal? क्या आप खाना पसंद करते हैं? Right? You can tell my favorite meal is during dinner or lunch. That also you can tell, or you can easily tell. आप ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं कोई particular food जो आपको पसंद है. That also you can tell. Like for example, I really like to have rice and fish, right? I really like to have that. You might like something else. You might like aloo paratha and curry, right? Aloo curry or any other curry with that. With that, I think you have curd and this thing, right? Pickle, right? Vegetable pickle, what you have. That's also great. You might have that. Okay. My favorite meal is for the breakfast. I mean, my favorite meal. I generally, I mean, you can write like this. ऐसे कह सकते हैं. Okay. My favorite meal is, okay, aloo paratha, anything you can tell, with curd. आप लोग ऐसे बता सकते हैं. Anything, whichever you want. These are general sentences. ठीक है, आप लोग यहाँ पे any sentence you can frame and tell. Okay, it's not to worry about. Okay, now when is the musical event? Any musical event. आपके स्कूल में हो सकता है एक musical event, or in a hall it can be a musical event. You can tell about that. Right? When is the musical event? The musical event is at a particular time. Now time के बारे में आ जा रहा है. You can tell it's in the evening, right? The musical event is in the evening at, right? तभी आप time बता सकते हैं, right? Is in the evening at now a particular time. You can take any time you want, okay? You आप लोग कोई भी समय यहाँ पे बता सकते हैं. You but try to keep in mind, अगर आप digital बता रहे हैं it's fine, but try to frame the normal times and 9 time words what I have taught you. Okay. Now when do you want the musical event to start? कब आप start करना चाहते हैं the musical event? Should we take around at 6:30 or 6:15? Not half. We'll take it at 6 o'clock. ठीक है, 6 o'clock हम लोग बोल देते हैं. The musical event is in the evening at 6 o'clock. Okay, simple as like this. We'll not make it complicated. आसान से we'll keep that. Okay, fine. I hope you have understood this. So please remember, ये सब questions है. It is generally for having conversations with you. Right, I know that you will not be able to हम लोग direct one-to-one conversations we might not be able to do. That's why I have given you these questions this way. आप लोग कुछ भी आंसर कर सकते हैं. आई हैव टोल्ड यू, यू प्ले एनी स्पोर्ट, आप लोग यू कैन राइट anything there. I play basketball, it's a sport, a particular name of the sport which has rules and regulations. ठीक है, अगर आप नहीं खेलते हैं but you play with your friends, you can tell that also. Okay, ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं कि I do not, no sir, we do not play any sports, but we play a lot. We play different games with our friends, right? आप different games खेलते हैं आपके friends के साथ, like hide and seek, lock and key, running around here and there, okay, or some other game whatever you like. ठीक है, वो भी आप कह सकते हैं. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Great. Let us move forward then. Okay, your normal conversations, what we have, we completed this, and I think you have done a great job. Right? Okay, now just look at this picture. It's a picture about a park. ये एक park का picture है और वहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं there are children playing in the park. Right? There is a seesaw. There are two boys and a girl who's near the swing and they're playing there. Right? So there are some questions what I would like to ask you. Would you like to go to a park? क्या आपको park जाना अच्छा लगता है क्या? Yes? Do you like to go to a park? Okay, I think there will be different answers here. I do like to go to the park. मुझे park जाना बहुत पसंद है. I like to go there for a walk. Sometimes I just when you are stressed out, you want to do something different. You go to the park, you sit there for some time and come back, right? So आप लोग, yes, आप लोग, you can give an answer here. Yes, we do like to go to the park and like to play with our friends also. ऐसे भी है, you can tell. What do you like to play in the park? आप लोगों को क्या खेलना पसंद करता है when you go to the park? Right? There are different play things what you can play. You can play the games what you play. ठीक है, आप क्रिकेट खेल सकते हैं, that's a sport. But you can play different games also, like hide and seek, like lock and key. There are many games what I think you children might play. Right? जैसे सीसॉ में खेलना, वो भी एक ये होता है. ठीक है, लड़कों एक दूसरे के पीछे भागना. That is also what you are playing a game there, right? So as like that. You can tell something there. Is there a park near your home? क्या आपके घर के पास कोई पार्क है? If yes, yes, there is a park near our home. If no, no, there is no park near our home. But there is a park few in the next, ऐसे कह सकते हैं, in the next block. आपने बोल सकते हैं in the next block there is a huge park where we and our friends meet. ऐसे आप लोग कह सकते हैं. Right? So, do you have friends who play in the park? क्या आपके पास दोस्त हैं जो पार्क में खेलते हैं? तो yes, I hope you have friends who play in the park. So आप लोग, you can say a sentence like yes, we have friends who play in the park. Simple one. ठीक है? So there is a mixture of yes no questions and WH questions. ठीक है, तो आप लोग sentence कैसे frame करेंगे, that you have to see. Okay, great. I hope you have done this. I hope you have understood this one. Okay, this is just a normal conversation. Now the next slide what I show you is regarding the verbs. Now verbs here will be in different forms. So different forms में होंगे. It can be in the past form, it can be in the future form or in the present form also. There is a small passage. उसके साथ वहाँ पे verb, वो verb का base form लिखा हुआ है. If the verb's base form is written, you have to identify the sentence. Sentence पढ़ करके आपको समझने में आना है कि which tense we are using. I will be helping you first, but you have to try it on your own, right? If it is wrong, it's fine. You'll be learning something from that, right? Let's look at that. Okay, so look here. There are fill in the blanks using different verbs. It's regarding a day at the park, right? It's about two people who meet in the park and they start playing. Okay, then something happens and उसके बाद we'll try to learn the story from here. Okay, I'll just give you a moment. आप लोग please pause करिएगा video. You can just pause it, look, read the sentences there and we can frame some from that. Okay, वहाँ पे देखिएगा there are brackets, there are different blanks and there are different brackets. ठीक है, वहाँ पे try to understand the sentence. Sentence समझने का, पढ़ने का try करिएगा. Do you think it's a past tense? Do you think it's a present tense? Do you think future tense हो जाएगा? Read. वहाँ पे time, you will search for time and time intervals or time words, right? वो आप देख सकते हैं. Okay, yeah. Please do pause the video and try to frame sentences there. Okay, putting the verbs in the blanks. Okay, yeah. So let me just discuss. मैं एक बार पढ़ूंगा the sentence there and I will put the answers there. Okay, once upon a time in a small town there dash a boy named Jake. ठीक है, तो once upon a time, past, ठीक है. There, in a small town, live का past form, what is that? Very good. If you have said lived, it's absolutely right. There lived a boy named Jake. One sunny morning, Jake dashed up early and decided to go to the park. Now, one sunny morning, it is telling about one sun someday, कोई पहला दिन जहाँ पे वो सुबह सुबह उठ गया, राइट. सुबह जब सनी था तभी वो उठा, ठीक है. सुबह जल्दी उठा, wake up early, ठीक है. Now what can be the verb over here? And decided, you can get clues like this. Past form, decided. Yes, exactly. Now wake, wake का past form क्या हो जाता है? Wake, woke, woke. Yes, right. Woke, wake का woke हो जाता है. Correct one. Let me just erase this so that it is clear. Okay, one sunny morning, Jake woke up early and decided to go to the park. Correct. As he dashed the park, he met his friend Sarah, who dashed about the upcoming picnic. Okay, now यहाँ पे देखिएगा, as he वहाँ पे as he dash, walk वहाँ पे verb है, ठीक है. Now these all sentences you can see, यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं which tense is the next tense, next verb जो है वो किस tense में, उसी के हिसाब से आप लोग वहाँ बता सकते हैं. याद रखिएगा यहाँ पे all the tenses here are in the past, तो sentences भी यहाँ पे past में ही फ्रेम किए जा रहे हैं, राइट. तो past का एक फॉर्मूला होता है, ठीक है. हम जनरली पास्ट टेंस जो भी बनता है उसके साथ अगर कोई और सेंटेंस जुड़ रहा है वो भी पास्ट में ही होगा. इट कैन बी आइदर कंटिन्यूस या फिर परफेक्ट या फिर परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस या फिर सिंपल परफेक्ट, सिंपल 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 पास्ट, कोई भी पास्ट टेंस के साथ ही जुड़ेगा वो. व्हाट कैन बी द ब्लैंक फॉर दिस वन? एज ही, वॉक का पास्ट फॉर्म वॉक्ड. वेरी गुड. एज ही वॉक्ड टू द पार्क ही मेट हिज फ्रेंड सारा हु, यस, अभी बी फॉर्म्स के साथ है. बी का पास्ट फॉर्म क्या हो जाएगा? सारा यहाँ पे सिंगुलर है, आप बता सकते हैं. यू, आई एम प्रिटी श्योर यू विल बी एबल टू टेल द आंसर दैट. यस यस एग्जैक्टली. हु वॉज एक्साइटेड अबाउट द अपकमिंग पिकनिक, वो एक्साइटेड थी पिकनिक जो आगे अपकमिंग आने वाला पिकनिक के बारे में, राइट. ओके. एट द पार्क दे डैश अ ग्रुप ऑफ किड्स प्लेइंग फ्रिस्बी. फ्रिस्बी आप लोग जानते हैं ना, वो डिस्क के साथ हम लोग कैच कैच खेलते हैं. यू बॉय थ्रोज, अ पर्सन थ्रोज द डिस्क एंड अदर पर्सन कैचेस दैट, ठीक है. सो वे वहां पे व्हाट विल बी द वर्ब? सी. सी द पास्ट फॉर्म फॉर सी. ग्रेट. सी, saw and seen, right. Seen is the past verb's third form or the past participle form, ठीक है. Now, at the park, they saw a group of kids playing frisbee. Jake and Sarah dashed to join them. क्या करे? They also, वो भी सोचे अरे उन वो ये खेल रहे हैं, हम लोग को भी उनके साथ खेलना है. They decided, yes, Jake and Sarah decided to join them, right? Decided. While they dashed, the weather suddenly dashed and it dashed raining. Okay. You can tell me when they, हाँ, वो जब वहाँ पे खेल रहे थे, ठीक है. Suddenly the weather dash and it started dash. Yes, when they played, वे साथ में, it is in past form. When they played, the weather suddenly changed, ठीक है, changed, and it started raining. Everyone dashed to their cover. Run का past form क्या हो जाता है? Yes, ran. Ran for cover. Observe this. यहाँ पे आप लोग अगर observe कर पा रहे हैं, यहाँ पे आप लोग अगर आप देखेंगे all the regular and irregular verbs are being used, right? क्योंकि past forms हैं. Lived क्या हो जाता है? Is it a regular or an irregular? Yes, it's a regular verb. For all the verbs what come ed at the past form for the past and the past participle, they are known as irregular verbs, right? If the verb form changes for the past form and the past participle, either remain same, either both of them change, it can be anything, but ed forms are not there. ed forms नहीं है, तो वो सब irregular verbs हो जाते हैं. Okay, great. समझ में आया? Good one. Okay, now the next one over here, ये भी आप लोग ट्राई कर लीजिए. It's the continuation of the story here, ठीक है. You can pause the video again. आप लोग वीडियो पॉज करके देख सकते हैं. Try to read them, read the sentences there, and try to tell me the answers for that. Okay, you can try reading that. आप लोग तो ऐसे ही, it is quite easy also, right? Under the big tree, Jake and Sarah dashed for the rain to stop. To stop. During the wait, Jake dashed Sarah an interesting story about the recent camping trip. They dashed a lot, forgot about the rain. Forgetting about the rain. Sorry, my bad. Forgetting about the rain. ठीक है? Yes. Wait है या Jake and Sarah क्या किए? Wait. Again in the past form you can tell Jake and Sarah waited for the rain to stop. During the wait, Jake tell का past form. Yes, very good. Told Sarah an interesting story about his recent camping trip. They dash a lot, forgetting about the rain. Laugh ka past form? Yes, laughed. Laughed, is it regular or irregular? It is regular. Ed forms, right? Tell, told, right? That is irregular. Eventually, the rain dash and the sun dash out again. The rain stopped. Very good. The rain stopped and the sun came out. Yes, came out again. Correct. Jake and Sarah dash resume. Resume मतलब क्या हो जाता है? I hope you know the meaning. If you do not know, it's fine. You can learn it. Resume मतलब फिर से start करना. We resume the class after a short break. मतलब क्या हो जाता है? हम लोग क्लास फिर से स्टार्ट किए एक छोटा ब्रेक लेने के बाद. Resume suddenly रोक करके फिर स्टार्ट करना उसे resume कहा जाता है. There are different words. There is another one more word which you will try to know. I will just tell you the meaning of this one. ठीक है, फिर से स्टार्ट करना. That is known as resume. Okay, तो now again ये past form में है. Is it a regular or an irregular? मैं clue दे देता हूँ. It's a regular verb. So regular verb है तो क्या हो जाएगा? Yes. Jake and Sarah resumed their frisbee game, grateful for the expected joy the rain had brought. खुशी से उन लोग फिर से फ्रिस्बी खेलना फिर से शुरू कर दिए. ठीक है, हंसते खेलते उन लोग बच्चे लोग खेलना शुरू कर दिए. लाइक दिस. यू ऑल्सो आप लोग भी वैसे ही करते हैं, राइट? व्हेन इट स्टार्ट्स रेनिंग you go and hide somewhere because you cannot go home, right? Running and getting wet. But when after the rain you feel like playing again on the mud, right? मिट्टी में गीले में खेलने का मन करता है. Although it is not safe all the time, right? But yeah, everybody likes to play in the rain, right? Okay, so this was regarding the verbs. I hope you have understood. I will just show the previous slide again. एक बार मैं फिर से दिखा देता हूँ. You can look at the answers, anything if you want. You want me to change or anything you didn't understand, you can read it again, right? And anything different, what is there? Any word you do not understand, you can just ask and put in the comment section, right? Yeah. ये दूसरा है, the second one over here. Great, let's move forward. Okay, the next one what I have is regarding adverbs. Now adverbs के बारे में आप लोग जानते हैं. You need to identify adverbs in these sentences. Now adverbs क्या हो जाता है? Are the words which define the verb in a better way, better understanding. उसको थोड़ा और अद्भुत बनाने के लिए हम लोग adverbs use करते हैं, right? To the verbs. Now adjectives अलग होता है. Adjectives are for nouns, adverbs are for verbs, and plus it can be for an adverb, it can be for a verb, it can be for an adjective, it can also be for an adverb also. दूसरे एक adverb के बताने के लिए भी हम लोग use करते हैं, right? So first one over here, never underestimate the power of a common man, right? यहाँ पे देखिएगा what can be. Underestimate मतलब कम मत समझिएगा. Never किसी भी common आदमी का ताकत को कभी कम मत समझिएगा. That is the little meaning of the sentence there. Okay, now never, very good. Never will be the adverb for underestimate there. Underestimate कम नहीं सोचना चाहिए, right? Yes, never is a word there. That is an adverb. Mahendra Singh Dhoni played well today, right? Now what is the adverb there? Yes, verb के बाद what is coming? Well, how did Mahendra Singh Dhoni play? ठीक है, he played well. Never underestimate the power of a common man. Why should What should we not underestimate? We should never underestimate the power of a common man, right? The weather is very beautiful, right? How is the weather? It is very beautiful, right? Very, okay, like this. जो noun को यहाँ पे define कर रहा है, right? Now the water is extremely hot. What is extremely hot? The water, right? Extremely hot, right? Okay, the boy speaks English confidently, right? क्या बात करता है? English. He speaks English confidently, right? This is one. Okay, how confidently, right? Now, question like this, how does he speak? He speaks confidently, right? क्या बात करता है? English बात करता है. That is why. You need to frame questions. So adverbs के साथ ना मैंने आपको वैसे ही सिखाया था. Use those words how you can define them. Question उनके पूछना पड़ा. How, when, why ऐसे पूछेंगे then you will be able to remember them. Right, you might not remember each of those adverbs. एक एक adverb का मतलब नहीं याद आएगा क्योंकि there are different ones. Adverbs and adjectives में बहुत सारे ये होते हैं. Just try to remember L जो उसके साथ जो suffix जुड़ रहा है, बाद में ly ऐसे जुड़ता है. From that you will be able to understand. ठीक है, generally it happens that way. I hardly escaped from the accident. How did you how did you escape from that? I hardly escaped. ठीक है, बहुत मुश्किल से मैंने escape किया. I hardly escaped from the accident, right? He always wears a blue t-shirt. Always, हमेशा, right? Always wears a blue shirt, right? These are some, right? Adverbs याद रखिएगा. Generally they are those words which have ly at the ending, but some words they might be different. You need to understand the sentence. उसके आजू बाजू जो वर्ब के आजू बाजू जो वर्ड आ जाएगा और वो वर्ब को डिफाइन कर रहा होगा, ठीक है, तो वो हो जाता है एडवर्ब्स. ग्रेट. ओके, लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड देन. यहाँ पे देखिएगा, आर दे गोइंग टू दिल्ली टुडे, राइट? Now it's for time, right? Today, when are they going? They are going today, right? Today. The manager is much, yeah. You can take one moment. मैंने आपको पहले ही बता दिया. You can tell that. Yeah. Actually, the sentence is not complete. Yeah. No, it's correct. It's correct. How are they going to Delhi? When are they going to Delhi? They are going to Delhi today. When? Right, today. जो आ जा रहा है. The manager is much impressed with his behavior. Now, quantity over here. How is he impressed? Much impressed, right? Much जो हो जाता है, that is, yeah, much impressed. This one is the adverb. I often go to my uncle's house. कब जाते हैं? जाते हैं, बहुत कम जाते हैं. How do you go? Right? So often यहाँ पे बहुत बार जाता हूँ मैं अंकल के पास. Right, to my uncle's house. Often. So these are the different adverbs here. Right? I hope आप लोग को समझ में आया. Right? It generally comes with those verbs. Verbs के साथ ही होता है. It is not that far. It is closer to that. Right? These are some words. Okay, I have just underlined that और मैंने वो verb के साथ वहाँ पे उनको mark कर दिया है. This is some, right? Okay, let's move forward then. Okay, now another question here. There is a picture of a museum in this one. Okay, आप लोगों को बताना है. Do you like to go to a museum? क्या आप लोगों को museum जाना पसंद है? Do you like to see old things what were at the past? Do you like to see? Because I really like to go to the museum. There's one big museum in Hyderabad which is known as the Salajang Museum. I have been there quite often, right? From my childhood, मेरे school से, from our school we used to go there for a trip, ठीक है, a trip there. So it was very fascinating to go at that time. So in that museum there is a clock. Okay, there is an old clock. What happens is that in every hour there is a small ऐसे there are figures what comes out. It's an old clock. आप जानते होंगे जैसे पुराने घड़ियां होते थे, वहाँ पे एक कोयल निकलता था, कुकू कुकू करता था, and it will do cuckoo for the number of hours के हिसाब से वो sound करता था, right? So nowadays I don't think you have those clocks, right? So even in that clock, the clock what you have there, it's a steam clock I think. Okay, तो वो आता है So whenever it's 1 hour, there is a small person who comes out, small toy person who comes out, वो आकर के उधर घंटी बजाता है, he hits the bell over there, okay, and the different the sound comes, number of hours, number of sounds there, right? तो ऐसा होता है. That is one fascinating event what I have. Okay, coming back here. Which type of museum are you interested? ठीक है. There are different museums, you know that. Some museums are for artifacts, जैसे पुराने चीज़ों के लिए होते हैं. कुछ प्रीहिस्टोरिक डायनासोर्स और ये के बारे में बताते हैं. कुछ स्पेस के बारे में म्यूजियम्स होते हैं. कुछ डिफरेंट चीज़ों के बारे में म्यूजियम, प्रीहिस्टोरिक चीज़ों के बारे में म्यूजियम, जगह के बारे में होता है, वेपन्स के बारे में होता है. There are different museums like that, right? What type of museum are you interested at? आप लोगों को कौन सा म्यूजियम ऐसे पता है? There is even art museums, आर्ट के भी म्यूजियम्स होते हैं, right? They are different like that. What type of museum आप लोगों को क्या पसंद है? You can tell. Personally me, I like to go to an artifact museum. ठीक है, पुराने चीज़ों का जो म्यूजियम्स होते हैं वो मुझे बहुत पसंद है, right? Where you can see how people different things में कैसे रहते थे, different dresses what they wear, different weapons what they used, like all that can be seen there, right? So that is what you can see. Okay, the next question there, if you have anything you can tell. Do you like art, children? Do you like art? Right, some of you might like, some of you would not like that much, right? Okay, have you been to any museum, children? Yes, you can tell that answer. So the last one here, मैं इसका ये मतलब है, the next activity what I have is with articles. Okay, I would like to पुट इट हियर. जल्दी से हम लोग ये कहते हैं आर्टिकल्स बहुत आसान है, ठीक है. जनरली यहाँ पे डेफिनेट आर्टिकल एंड इनडेफिनेट के बारे में बात किया जाता है. डेफिनेट इज फॉर द एंड एन द एन एंड आर फॉर इनडेफिनेट, ठीक है. पर्टिकुलर चीज़ के लिए नहीं होगा तो आप लोग वहाँ पे मुझे बता सकते हैं, राइट. सो अ डे एट डैश, आप लोग पॉज कर दीजिए वीडियो. यू कैन पॉज इट वंस एंड यू कैन चेक दोज आंसर्स देयर. यू कैन डू योर सेंटेंसेस, बहुत आसान है. There is a definite answers over here. एक ही म्यूजियम है, right? You can understand from the sentence there. Okay, चलिए, let me tell the answers there. I'll read the passage and I'll give you those answers. You can check it with yourself, right? A day at the museum, right? The museum, a definite museum. एक museum में हम लोग गए थे. That is what you can tell. Yesterday, Sarah visited Dash local museum to see the Dash exhibition, right? Sarah visited एक ही definite, there is one definite this thing, that's why the local museum, to see dash new exhibitions, to see the exhibition, right? एक ही exhibition होगा एक ही museum में, that's why it's an definite one. She was fascinated by dash artifacts and dash beautiful paintings on display, right? यहाँ पे भी वहाँ पे गई, ठीक है. She went there, she was fascinated by those ancient artifacts, so there are particular, वहाँ particular ये हो जा रहा है, definite article. She was fascinated by the ancient artifacts and the beautiful paintings on the display. वहाँ पे थे, रखे हुए थे. Particular ये सब है, वहीं पे artifact है, वहीं पे painting है. That's why the what will be using. Now, Dash guide in the museum gave her a tour of Dash historical section. Right. Now again, what is that? Right. A guide. वहाँ पे बहुत सारे guide होंगे. Right. There will be many guides over there. A guide at the museum gave her a tour of. Now history section, in every museum there are different sections. Historical ये हो जाता है. Some sections are for prehistoric times. Some sections are for memorials there. Some sections are for clocks and other places like that. There are different sections there. ठीक है. Now historic section definite there. ठीक है. The historic section, right? Sarah bought dash postcard with dash image of dash famous sculpture there. ठीक है. Sarah bought. ठीक है. सिंपली हम लोग नहीं जानते हैं, कोई भी एक पोस्ट कार्ड उठाई थी, राइट? अ पोस्ट कार्ड विथ, यस, इट्स एन indefinite article, I, right? An image of, okay, of the famous sculpture she saw. उसका favorite एक sculpture था, जो famous sculpture था, उसका उसने एक पोस्ट कार्ड लिया. Now famous sculpture, that can be, I mean, a definite article there, right? After spending, my bad. After spending hours in the museum, yes, the museum, she decided to have lunch at, now, a cafe nearby. कुछ भी, any cafe it can be an chai cafe, TN this one, or else it can be some place where you can eat something, anything. बहुत सारे ये होता है, right? Not definite, right? She decided to have lunch at a cafe nearby, right? Okay, now the next one. While enjoying, yes, a particular sandwich, or what kind it can be. Yeah, yes, you can tell that. Wait a moment. Yeah, yeah. When enjoying a sandwich, yes, when enjoying a sandwich, she Sarah overheard, okay, a conversation, कोई भी हो सकता है, a conversation about an upcoming event, art events, okay, upcoming art events, right, right. Next, curator जो होता है, curator is a person who takes care of the museum, right? You have curators for different places. Even for cricket grounds there are curators जो ground की देखभाल करता है, जो pitch बनाते हैं. All those people who take care of the spaces are known as curators, right? ठीक है. Now the next one, ये definite हो जाएगा, ठीक है. Curator एक ही होता है museum के लिए. The curator of the museum, okay, personally thanked her for okay, for a generous donation. वो कितना भी हो सकता है, ठीक है. Thanked her for a donation, generous donation. Sarah left Dash Museum inspired to explore Dash world of art even more, right? Sarah left the museum feeling inspired to explore, right, the world of art even more. Definite है, right? These are definite ones. Now, Dash, the experience at Dash Museum made her appreciate Dash beauty of different cultures. ठीक है, now it's the same thing. ये particular experience था ना, that's why right? The experience at the museum made her appreciate the beauty of different cultures. Later that day, she shared her excitement with her friends and encouraged them to visit museums. Right? So, I hope it was quite easy. I hope you didn't find anything wrong over here, right? Any word difficult, right? There are some difficult words, ठीक है, थोड़े difficult words हैं, right? Appreciate जो हो जाता है, ठीक है, उसके बारे में अच्छा कहना, tell something good about that, right? There are some words which you can tell. एक्साइटमेंट, एनकरेज मतलब उन लोगों को बढ़ावा देना, उन लोगों को बोलना कि आप लोग भी चलिए मेरे साथ, चलिए चलते हैं देखने. यू आर हेल्पिंग देम, यू आर पुशिंग देम, राइट? दैट इज नोन एज एनकरेज. Okay, these are some what you have done. I hope you have done this properly. आप लोग ये these articles what are there, you have done it correctly, right? Great. चलिए, let's move forward. Yeah. Now, the last one what I have, the last activity what I have, always I keep saying that we need to always have an understanding of new words. ठीक है, तो एक छोटा सा homework for you. You try to find out the word meanings for these four words. Okay, this will be a small homework for you, right? छोटा सा homework है. There are some words: eminent, proud, celebrate, and reckless. Two words are little difficult. Eminent and reckless might be little difficult, but you can find those words in the dictionary. आप लोग, if you have a proper dictionary, that's the best. If you do not have that, you can use internet to find those words. Try to understand the word meaning. If you can, try to frame a sentence with that also. That will be the best thing what you can do. Right? अगर आपके पास डिक्शनरी है तो वो सबसे बेस्ट रहेगा. आप वर्ड ढूंढिएगा डिक्शनरी में, ठीक है. अगर नहीं है, यू कैन यूज द इंटरनेट, दैट्स ऑल्सो फाइन, बट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग. ट्राई करिएगा मीनिंग समझने का, और फिर बाद में उसे सेंटेंस में फ्रेम करने का. वो सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा, ठीक है. बाय दैट, डोंट वरी अबाउट द वर्ब फॉर्म. आप लोग कुछ भी सेंटेंस फ्रेम करिएगा, विल बी देयर फॉर करेक्टिंग दैट. Right, I will give you some examples then when I will be giving the sentence. My next class में इसका meaning बताऊंगा and we will be doing that. Okay, I think that will be it. Yeah, that will be it. Please do practice, please do the homework, and try to have conversations with your friends, with your family, with yourself. Okay, and even then in my sessions also there are always some questions. वो questions के साथ आप लोग sentences भी frame कर सकते हैं. आप अपने साथ ही बात कर सकते हैं वो questions को लेकर के, right? So this is one kind of conversations what you can always do. ठीक है, if you understand the questions then you will be able to give the answers for that. right? And all those questions are quite simple and what we do in everyday life, जो हम रोज करते हैं वो questions हैं, right? Please do practice. Please try to find some time for doing these things. It will just take 15 to 20 minutes for you to complete this, right? Activities are very small and easy, right? Please do that. Okay. And yes, if you have any doubts, you can put those in the comment section there. Okay, I will be happy to help. And if you like the video, if you want more content like this, you can share and subscribe this channel. Yeah, it really helps a lot for us. Okay. And yes, thank you for having me. We'll end the class for today. We'll have another session in the next class. Next class में हम लोग different topics आगे के बारे में बात करेंगे. Today we, although I wouldn't say verbs are completed, there is always with verbs. Verbs तो आप जानते हैं, there are many words. There are many things that way. Right. That will be it for today, everyone. We'll meet again in the next session. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.